Good morning, church family. Happy Thursday. I'm here to share the word of encouragement with you this morning. And I just want to share kind of what I was thinking about after hearing Pastor Joe's message this Sunday, and with Mother's Day this past Sunday, and with Father's Day coming up. I was just thinking about Second Timothy chapter 1, verse 5, and how Paul wrote a letter talking to Timothy, talking about how his mother and his grandmother had kind of shared the word of God and taught him the word of God, and how that lit a fire in his life to become a young pastor, and just how much that had meant to him for his mother and his grandmother to kind of pour into him and teach him the gospels. And we kind of been hearing that since this past Sunday with Pastor Joe, talking about having the Word of God on your heart, written in your mind, and that whole Deuteronomy about passing it on through generations. And so I was just thinking, this is a great time and a great opportunity for us to be able to share and mentor those around us that maybe we can just pour into, maybe that need a little bit extra to pour into. I know we have a lot of time on our hands because of stay at home, where we're binging Netflix or YouTube or maybe Disney Plus or any other streaming platform that you may be jumping into, or any online thing that you kind of take the time to look at on a daily basis. So instead of doing that, maybe take an hour or so just to share with someone in your life, whether it's your children or your spouse, or maybe if you don't have those people in your home or family members in your home, maybe it's one of your friends from school, or maybe a friend from work. But there's an opportunity to share the gospel with a lot of people at this time. We all have a lot of extra time on our hands. So I would just encourage you to be able to share with those around you, to kind of pour into someone, to become a mentor, and to build them up. And and thinking about that, it also brought me to Matthew chapter 7, verse 24 and 27, where it talks about building your house on the man that built his house on sand, and the man that built his house on the rock. And how building your house on the sand, when the storm comes, your house just crumbles. And when you build your house on the rock, how when that storm comes, your house is still standing because it's built on that rock. And we as believers have built our house on the rock. We've built our house on that rock, where the storms hit and we still stand because we have Jesus Christ. We have the gospel. We have the word of God. We have the truth on our side that we have built on our foundation, that is built in us, so that when those storms come, we don't just fall over. But maybe some of those people that that we were talking about earlier, maybe you can come alongside them. Maybe their house hasn't been built as strong on the rock. Maybe they still got a little bit of sand in the foundation. And maybe this is an opportunity for us to kind of help strengthen their house, strengthen their house, their rock. Where we can bring in more rock to them instead, and fill in those little holes of sand, fill that in with the rock. So I want to encourage you to kind of think about this, pray about it, prayerfully think about someone that you could come alongside to just share the gospel, share the word of God, and be able to pour into them and help them to strengthen their foundation in the rock of God. So, church family, thank you for tuning in, and just take the time and reach out to someone. I hope you guys all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Thursday morning.